Hey guys, welcome back. Alex here with another reaction video. Today, again, a request from you guys. I know you're enjoying all these videos and thank you very much for the support that you're providing on the channel here and on Patreon. And I received from Angelo a message from Patreon, and he says like this: Alex, I know you want to come to the Philippines. Yes, but I think you should see this video first. And he left me the link. It's about the tourism in the Philippines. I guess you're gonna have more insights before you come here. So this is what I'm going to understand now, like I did in previous videos, and I have some other videos coming up with the food that you guys, I want to try over there if I will have the courage to do that, about the Filipino culture, music and everything. So I'm trying to understand the more that I can before I will be present there. And not only for that, but because I really love this country. So this is about tourism. I'm going to be a tourist, of course, even if a lot of you guys are telling me you're almost a Filipino, Alex. Thank you for that, for having me. And yeah, okay. That being said, like the video, subscribe if you're the first time over here. I'm going to leave some cards at the end of the video with the food, with something that I'm still shocked, that papaitan, which is, what the hell? But you guys say it's good, so yeah, I'm going to try it. Yeah, let's go.
Let me just come right out and say it. The Philippines has a problem, and it's not the kind you solve with a catchy slogan like, "It's more fun in the Philippines," or a glossy beach photo.
But it is more fun in the
deeper.
Philippines.
It's about trust. Because here's the truth. Tourists might come once, but too many never come back. Why? The same reasons plastered on travel forums, or vented about in YouTube comments. The taxi scams at the airport where you're charged double or triple before you've even left the terminal. The foreigner prices slapped on menus and tour packages once they realize you're not local. The fake...
Okay. Just let me make a point over here, because I can speak from experience. The thing with the taxi, like seeing that you're a tourist and charge you double, or make you like, I don't know, you have to go to some place and there are, I don't know, 3 miles away, and he's gonna make a detour like 8 miles. That's not only in the Philippines. It's in Italy as well, in Naples. In Naples, for 4 kilometers, you're gonna make 45. It's in Romania as well. It's in a lot of other countries that this can happen. It's not only for the Philippines, it is what it is. I don't even know how to call it. I went to a place that I don't want to say the name, where we went to eat something, and actually on the table there were 2 menus because they forgot, and one of them was in the local language and the other one was in English. But if you look at the prices, I don't know, let's say whatever, French fries, just to say something, on the local menu were like, I don't know, 4 euros or 3 euros, whatever, and on the English menu was 7 or 6, whatever, so yeah, it's not only in the Philippines, this kind of scams. So
tour guides who promise paradise and deliver headaches. And then there's the darker side, the scams that ruin vacations and reputations. The petty theft, bag snatching, card skimming, and yes, even the nightmare stories where a tourist is invited out for drinks, drugged without realizing it, and wakes up hours later with their wallet, passport, and dignity gone. Add in the occasional violent crime that makes international headlines, and you start to see the bigger picture. Tourists talk. And when they do, these stories spread faster than the pictures of the sunset in Palawan. So let's not sugarcoat it. The Philippines is falling behind. Not stumbling, not lagging a little bit, full on falling behind while its neighbors sprint ahead. And it hurts me to say that because I love this country. I've traveled its islands. I've met some of the friendliest people you'll ever encounter. I've seen beaches so stunning they don't even look real. But numbers don't lie. The Philippines is expected to receive around 6 million visitors in 2025. That might sound like a lot on paper, but put it side by side with its neighbors and the gap is brutal. Thailand drew a massive 35.5 million tourists in 2024, and Malaysia welcomed more than 25 million that same year. So yeah, something's broken, and as someone who's been back and forth here for years, I feel it. This isn't me trash talking the Philippines, it's me trying to be real about what's happening. Because if nobody says it out loud, how does anything change? Let's talk about money first, because that's where travelers feel the pain immediately. The Philippines used to be seen as a cheap getaway. You'd hear backpackers say, "Oh yeah, go to the Philippines, it's a bargain compared to Thailand." Not anymore. Those days are gone. Domestic flights here, easily 2 to 3 times more expensive than in neighboring countries. You want to hop from Manila to Palawan or Cebu to Siargao? Better brace your wallet. Meanwhile, in Vietnam or Thailand, you can fly across the country for the price of a dinner and a couple of beers. Hotels?
Yeah,
Mid-range places in Manila or Cebu can cost more than similar spots in Bangkok or Ho Chi Minh City, and the quality doesn't match. Food? It used to feel cheap, but now when you compare, Vietnam blows the Philippines out of the water. A bowl of po on the street in Hanoi is $1. A decent meal in Saigon is $3. In the Philippines, you're often paying the same as Thailand, without the same level of service or cleanliness. And then there are the hidden costs. Terminal fees, ferry charges, random surcharges for foreigners. You don't see that as much in Thailand or Malaysia, where the price you see is the price you pay. Here, it's death by 1,000 cuts. You leave feeling nickeled and dimed. Now let's get into the thing everybody complains about, but nobody really fixes. Infrastructure. The Philippines is stunning. No one's denying that. The beaches in Palawan, the cliffs in Siargao, the islands of Visayas, they're paradise, but you've got to actually get to them. And that's where the nightmare begins. The roads? Rough.
Okay. Let's talk a little bit about this. At least I'm going to say my opinion about it. I'm listening to this guy, by the way, the original link, you can find it down below. So, in my point of view, he's not telling anything so different from a lot of other countries that I've traveled to. So now I'm asking myself and I'm saying, okay, there are some problems, but they are everywhere, those problems, not only in the Philippines. They can improve, of course. But, you know, and I guess what I've learned till now, since I have this channel, and I see a lot of things from the Filipino culture, is the thing that matters the most, in my opinion, are the people. The warmth that the people have in their heart. And my admiration for them comes even more from when I see that they are struggling, but they have their smile. So I understand this guy in a part, but in the other part, I'm saying, yes, it's everywhere like this.
Transportation? Chaotic. You want to get from Manila to anywhere else? Prepare for long waits, delayed flights, or paying a fortune. Manila's airport, Ninoy Aquino International, is consistently ranked as one of the worst in Southeast Asia. It's overcrowded, outdated, and stressful from the moment you land. I've heard people call it a disaster zone, and honestly, that's not far off. Yes, Cebu's airport is better, sleek, modern, a glimpse of what the country could have, but that's one bright spot in a system that otherwise feels broken. Compare this with Bangkok's Suvarnabhumi Airport or Kuala Lumpur International. Huge, organized, relatively smooth. The difference is night and day. And walkability? Forget it. Most cities in the Philippines aren't built for pedestrians. Sidewalks are cracked or non-existent. You're dodging traffic or stepping in mud puddles half the time. In Bangkok or Hanoi, you can walk around, explore, soak in the atmosphere. Here, you're relying on Grab or taxis, which adds cost and kills spontaneity. Then there's the issue nobody likes to bring up because it feels uncomfortable. Safety. Now, let me be clear. Most of the Philippines is safe enough for travelers. The people are warm, kind, Genuinely some of the friendliest
Like I
you'll
said.
meet anywhere. But perception matters. And when stories hit the headlines, like that Korean tourist killed in Angeles, it rattles people. Add to that ongoing incidents in Mindanao, plus petty theft and scams in some tourist areas, and suddenly the Philippines doesn't feel like the safe, carefree paradise it wants to be. Meanwhile, Thailand, Vietnam, and Malaysia are perceived as cleaner, safer, and
I'm sure that Vietnam and Thailand, they're amazing places as well, of course. But at least what I saw till now in the Philippines got me speechless. There is that video that I have on the channel, which if you can like spend $100 on street food, and it was amazing. You know, maybe I guess it's this video. It's about in how you are as a person. What are your perspective or how you are used to live, where you used to live, you know? Because there are people, I mean, like me, that can adapt, you know? So maybe it's for that. I don't know. Let me know what you think down below, guys. It's really important because I don't know if you agree with everything that I'm right. There is some truth over there. Let me know down below.
more organized. Even if that's not 100% the reality, perception drives tourism. And let's be real, when tourists feel uneasy, they just pick somewhere else. It's not just short-term tourists. Long-term expats are feeling it too. I've met so many foreigners who come here starry-eyed. They love the easy visas, the friendly locals, the English language, and yes, the dating scene. But after 2, 3,
You
maybe
forgot to
5
mention the
years,
singing.
they start packing up. Why? Because the cracks start showing. Healthcare is weak. Travel costs add up. Infrastructure headaches pile on. Safety becomes a nagging worry. And then they visit Thailand or Vietnam and realize life can be smoother, cheaper, and healthier over there. I know couples, foreign guys with Filipino partners, who end up moving to Malaysia or Vietnam. Why? Better healthcare, better infrastructure, better value for money. That's a brutal truth. The Philippines is great for falling in love, but for building a long-term, stable life, a lot of expats eventually outgrow it. Now, before this all starts to sound like I'm dumping on the Philippines, let me say this. There's a reason people keep coming back. The people are incredible. I've traveled all over the world, and I've rarely felt as welcomed as I do in the Philippines. There's a warmth, a humor, a genuine friendliness here that you can't put a price on. English being widely spoken makes life so much easier. For digital nomads or retirees who don't want to wrestle with a language barrier, that's gold. And the natural beauty? Unmatched. White sand beaches, crystal clear waters, hidden lagoons, sunsets that feel like paintings. Those things don't disappear just because the infrastructure is messy. So yeah, there's still magic here. But right now, that magic isn't enough to compete with neighbors who are just doing things more efficiently. Here's where I've got to be real with you. I get frustrated because I want the Philippines to succeed. I want it to rise up and compete with Thailand, with Vietnam, with Malaysia. It has all the raw ingredients. But then I see the same problems year.
This guy made me so curious to go and watch Thailand and Vietnam, whatever. Again, you guys, when I made the video of the most intelligent Filipinos with the insanely high IQ, it's something, wow. I'm going to leave with the card at the end of the video. And you guys in the comments said over there, yeah, the corruption. And I have a video that already, I don't remember the name right now, send me on the channel, with the corruption in the Philippines. And I want to see that too. So it's going to be on the channel as well. Talking about infrastructure and everything. I know it's normal. No, I don't know if there is a country, maybe Germany, because they're so like strict, like I'm, you know, like so tough. But there are a lot of countries with problems with infrastructure, but they're struggling. They're trying, in my point of view. I don't know. Like I said, maybe I'm talking bullshit over here, and you guys, of course, know better. That's why it's really important, at least for me, if you can comment and say what you think about it, you know?
year after year. Expensive flights, broken airports, chaotic cities, political instability, dual pricing. And I think, why aren't these things being fixed? It's like having a beautiful restaurant with a world-class chef, but the lights keep flickering, the floor is sticky, and the menu is overpriced. People will admire the place, maybe even stop in once, but they won't keep coming back if the basics aren't right. And here's where I've got to pause, because it's easy to rant and say the Philippines is failing, but it's more complicated than that. This is an archipelago of over 7,000 islands. Of course, it's harder to manage transport and infrastructure compared to a single.
And I want to say something else. I don't know if you agree with me on this. I want to put it in the right way. So if the Philippines, it's like having her wealth, of growing with the tourist, then why we as tourists complaining where I have to go to spend less cash? So if I love the Philippines and I want that country to grow, I'm not thinking about that in Thailand or in, I don't know, Vietnam or whatever. I'm paying like $1 less. I'm going there and I do my part as a tourist to make that country, to hope at least. I'm not saying, oh, you know what? In the Philippines, I'm going to spend like $1,000. In Vietnam, I'm going to spend like 800. So I'm going to choose Vietnam. No. If I have a connection with that country, if I really want that country to, to give something little, whatever it is, I'm not going to watch that small amount. Guys, it's my opinion. Everybody's free to say their own. So I thanks to this guy for the video. Like I said, go to his channel, show some appreciation if you want. But in my opinion, I don't know, I'm not fully agreed. That's it.
Landmass country like Thailand or Vietnam. Of course, costs are higher when you're flying between islands instead of taking a bus. There's also a resilience here that deserves respect. Filipinos make do with what they have, and they do it with a smile. They work around the broken systems in ways that would humble most of us. So no, it's not black and white. It's not, the Philippines is bad, the neighbors are good. It's, the Philippines has incredible potential, but it keeps tripping over the same obstacles. Fix the airports, make arrivals smooth, organized, and welcoming. Cut domestic flight prices, or at least subsidize routes so people can afford to explore the islands. Invest in healthcare. Expats need to feel safe getting treatment here. Crack down on scams and petty theft. Protect the country's reputation. Stop dual pricing. Nobody likes feeling ripped off just for being foreign. Make cities walkable. Sidewalks, public transport, basic urban planning. It matters. These aren't small fixes, but they're the kind of foundation you need if you want tourists and expats to not just come, but stay. If the country can fix even a few of the basics, it could absolutely bounce back. Tourists want to love it here. Expats want to stay. The potential is there. So where does that leave us in 2025? Tourism is down. Expats are leaving. The Philippines is ranked dead last in arrivals compared to its neighbors. Costs are high. Infrastructure is weak. Safety perceptions aren't great. That's the cold, hard reality. But the story isn't finished. The Philippines is still breathtaking. Still full of some of the kindest people you'll ever meet. It's still a place where memories are made, where lives are changed. The question is whether the country wants to step up, compete, and claim its spot as a true heavyweight in Southeast Asian tourism, or keep letting its neighbors steal the show. For now, my take is simple. The Philippines is beautiful, but beauty alone isn't enough anymore. And that's the truth. So what do you think? Are these just growing pains the Philippines will work through, or are the problems serious enough to keep tourists and expats away for good? Share your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear your take. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.
Okay, guys, I already talked too much in the video. You understand my opinion, my place, my thoughts about it. like he said, I'm also curious to hear your thoughts down below. What do you think? Is this true? What are your opinions, personal opinions? Maybe a lot of you that are not living in the Philippines anymore. And what do you think of what I think? I want to know that as well. Yeah. More video from the Philippines are coming up on the channel. If I can give my help, I'm going to. And they are helpful for me because, like I said, I want to go to the Philippines, and I guess I'm going to keep coming back, or maybe, who knows, by staying there even forever. Who knows? Anyways, thank you for watching. Thank you for the support on the channel. Yeah, I really expect your comments down below. Again, like the video, subscribe, and like I always say, till next time, stay safe.